Hello and welcome to the June edition of Nordic Stories from the National Nordic Museum in Seattle, Washington. Today we'll be reading a book from an author and illustrator from Finland. And she's also here to share her book with us. And so first I'll tell you a little bit about her. Her name is Linda Bondestam, and she's an award-winning illustrator that went to Kingston University in London and has illustrated dozens of children's books. This one has been published into English and it's called Good Night Earth. So now she will tell us some about her book.
Hi guys, welcome to my sofa. I'm Linda Bondestam and I'm an illustrator from Finland. And I especially like drawing animals. So this is my newest book about what to do if you meet a bear in the forest. Here is one with quite strange creatures. But today I'm really happy because my book Good Night Earth is out in English and it's translated by Galit Hassan Rakem. This is a story about different creatures and what they do when they go to bed at night. And we can follow this small alien family far away on a remote planet. And every night they take their fantastic telescope and they watch what's going on Earth. So I think we can say that we are a bit like their bedtime story. It starts with the apes, the chimpanzees, and the mother looks really tired. She has to play ukulele 73 times and still her child isn't sleeping. She looks a bit like me. And here you can see a very special creature. It's my favorite. It's an axolotl. It says it's reading his favorite book. And surprise, it's this one. Here we have a special effect. The reader gets to put the blanket on top of the little axolotl. Now he can sleep well. But this one looks bright awake. Is she going to sleep all right? Oh no, it's the tarsier. She's going to sneak around all night. And a few children got really inspired when they read the book and they made some beautiful drawings. And maybe if you like doing illustrations and drawing and painting, you could try this at home. Here is a sleepy sheep. I don't know, this is maybe an alien and he looks quite happy with life. This is mine, a very tired monkey going to bed with his toys. And here is a wombat with a crazy lollipop under its blanket. I hope she brushes her teeth. So maybe you could try this at home and hopefully you get to read this book and you like it. Thank you. Yes.
Wow, that was really fun to see Linda in her house in her living room in Finland. And now we're going to read the book together. And at the end, do you remember how she showed us that she made a creature with a blanket out of paper? And you can do that too. And I'll show you at the end how you can make your own Good Night Earth creature. So here is the story of Good Night Earth by Linda Bondestam. Good night, Earth. Do you see the alien family? Little Chimp should be asleep by now. Mama has sung and played 73 songs on her ukulele. But look, now he's asleep. Good night, little chimp. The axolotl is so tired. Oh. He swallows a gulp of fresh water and reads his favorite book. Then he yawns a big yawn. Can you yawn a big yawn? Oh. Do you see the book? He's reading this book. And then we turn the page and the page becomes a blanket, remember? Oh, good night, little axolotl. Look, there are cats. They drink a sip of milk and wash their whiskers. And then it's bedtime. Good night, everybody. Ooh, can you look through your telescope like the aliens? Who are they? Merry cats on a savanna? Oh no, it's the meerkat family relaxing a bit with some evening stretches. Okay, so you could put out your arms like this, as wide as you can go, and then bring them into the middle. Do you see like this meerkat's doing? See if you can do that. So you bring your hands into the middle. And then if you want to be extra tricky, you would lift up one leg into the air. Ooh, that's a good evening stretch. Now they crawl home to their cave, so cozy. Sleep tight, meerkat family. They go down onto the ground. Now, who has made a bed on the roof? It's the sneaky tarsier. Ooh, will she sleep tight? Do you remember this creature? Look at those eyes. I think this might be a nocturnal creature. Let's see, are they awake? Oh, yes. No, she is going to sneak around all night. The tarsier. In this family, no one wants to go to sleep. Jump into your beds, Papa Kiwi hollers. Oh, these are kiwis. But no, he has to play flying raisins for hours. Wee, boing, 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 boing. Flying raisins? I like that game. At last, Papa falls asleep. Finally, sweet dreams, Papa Kiwi. And look who's still awake, though. There's Papa. Oh, ooh, look at their little treats they have. The little kiwis are still awake. Can you look with your spyglass? What do you see? Oh, look there in the leaves. It's a little sloth in a hammock. Shh, go like that. Shh. Both she and the hammock are asleep as usual. Oh yes, sloths love to sleep. And did you see the cover of the book? Look at that, there they are. The sloths. What's the matter with the trees? They bow their branches and they toss their leafy clothes into the wind. You can make a tree with your arm. Can you do that? Do you see that creature? Oh, pajamas and a fluffy blanket all in one. Sweet dreams to you, nature. Oh, look, the trees got their fluffy blanket. Do you know what it was? Snow. You can make it snow with your fingers. And the snow covered the trees. Sweetie Pie falls asleep so sweetly, so nicely after Mama has sung and played 73 songs on her ukulele. After Papa has served up a sip of milk, washed their whiskers, and read their favorite books, and they have played flying raisins and relaxed with some evening stretches. Does that remind you of all the things the animals did? And there they are. They've been doing them with little Sweetie. Oh! Oh no! What now? Is Sweetie Pie not asleep? Oh, I don't think it worked. Do, 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 do. There goes Sweetie Pie. Aliens are watching. All right, now Sweetie Pie can sleep tight too. Oh, look. That's where they wanted to sleep. Put the blanket on. Shh. Nighty night. Shh. Shh. And that is... Oh, wait. No, it's not the end. The sun is up. What a sight. Good morning, Earth. It seems that supper time is for the owl family. Oh, yawn. Wait a second. The owls, they're just getting sleepy because it's daytime. Hey, shh, it's day. Shh, they've fallen asleep because they're owls. And then the end. Night-night, aliens. Yay! Let's give a clap for the book. Good night, Earth. All right, yay. Now let's make a little craft where you can draw a creature and put it to bed. And now let's make a craft where you can put your own creature to sleep. If you have a piece of paper, if it is something that has a pattern on one side and plain on the inside, that's super special to make a blanket. Or if you just had a plain piece of paper, you could take a plain piece of paper and flip it over, and you'll fold it so there's about a third or a fourth of your paper that's still exposed, and you can decorate one side. So you could paint it, you could color it, because this side will be the blanket, and the blank spot is where you're going to make your creature. Now you could make whatever kind of creature you want. I thought I would draw an axolotl because that's one of the creatures that are in the book. And look at the shapes of this. This is pretty easy for me to look at and draw. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to put a circle for the head. Do you remember seeing how the author would draw? And then I see two eyes. They're far apart, aren't they? And a smile. And then I'm going to fill in the eyes and leave just a little white spot. I like the author's illustrations because they look really funny and kind of silly, like something I could draw too. And I put a little dot, tiny dot. And then the body is really just kind of like a big pear shape. And the tummy, and it looks like there's a leg. So I put a leg with some funny toes. Oh, that's big, isn't it? Sometimes if I make something silly or when I'm drawing it looks funny, I think that that's okay and it adds to my character. And then an arm coming around because this one is reading a book. And then an arm coming down. And then a book, which kind of looks like this. And some pages in the book. And now comes the fun part. These gills that come off the axolotl, they almost look like ferns, don't they? So I could draw them and make them come around. So this is where you can really start drawing different creatures. You can look in the book if you get the book, or you could also look in any type of book online. You could take a picture. that you have of an animal and draw from that. You can draw from your imagination. And sometimes I just go for it and I don't worry too much about it. If things look exact, because guess what? It's a creature of my imagination. And I think that's pretty good. There's a little glass of water. You could draw other things that might be in with your animal as they go to bed. Okay, and then I could color this, but then look, when I put it to sleep, just like in the book, it folds up like that. And then I could draw the arm coming out and holding on to the book right outside of the blinky. Oh, that's pretty fun, isn't it? So there's your craft. You can make your animal go to sleep from the book Good Night Earth by Linda Bondestam.